All right, I'm back with another war video. This war, let's just say it was interesting. Let's just hop right into it. Today we are facing YLDRY. Loki, I forgot their alliance name, but y'all see it in the thumbnail. But that's the team I'm bringing. I got Lizard. You feel me? I got Nick Fury, and then of course for the one time, and for like the first time ever, Onslaught isn't banned, and he kind of fits my fights that I'm taking. So and speaking of Onslaught, he will be taking that Bishop. Avoid, this is what I brought Nick Fury for. Nick Fury will be taking 2 fights. So there's another Nick Fury fight. And then I got Carolina Dean. I believe I took this with Onslaught. Yeah, because the fisticuffs. Because, with Onslaught, if you parry with the fisticuffs, you get the passive ones. And then another Onslaught fight. So that's 3 fights for Onslaught already. And then here's a fourth. We got Absman with Onslaught. Because, this node, if anything, it basically buffs Onslaught. Because you're basically going to be getting passive parries the whole fight. This is a Lizard fight, Mixmaster Spider-Man Supreme. Spider-Man Supreme can be a tricky champion to fight, so I had to be careful there. Also, I did fight that Cassandra Nova on Hazard Shift Poison Rupture. Man, let me not say nothing. Let's just get right into the fights. And then I also fought Kindred on Polka Dot that I didn't put on there. But let's just hop right into the first fight. So we got Bishop versus Onslaught. With Bishop, really you can bait SP1 since Onslaught, will just heal from the incinerates with willpower. But really, I think I just push him to SP2. And then obviously the goal here is just to get to our, just basically SP1, SP2, and the fight is over. We don't got to worry about the falter because, we will be having neural shocks on at all times. You just got to make sure to get the pauses, which are easy to get with Bishop. So, all we have to do is just dex the SP2. Now, the goal here is simply just get to our SP2, and the fight is basically over. And make sure we always have our pauses because, I believe he did. Oh, yeah, I did eat some damage here because I'm not good at dexing Bishop's SP1 when he's unblockable. So, I lost 15% health right there. But it's cool, though. It's cool. Still got the pauses going. And then the fight is over literally right here. I think I'm going to bait another heavy into the SB2. And yeah, that's fight number 1. Dusted and done just like that. And then I believe that was 53 seconds. Yep. All right, next up we got Void. So the goal here is just heavy attack basically the whole fight. We're going to take damage either way because, we're just always going to have a debuff applied on us with the exhaustion. So, but Nick Fury, he has 2 lives. I really like Nick Fury for war because he's very sustainable. Because, even if you die one time, you got that second life with the extra damage too. So basically, I'm just going to be heavying this whole fight. I believe I did lose a lot of health this fight, but Nick Fury only had 2 fights. And I wasn't really worried. But yeah, this Void is a very good placement because you're basically always going to have debuffs placed on you. I believe the best champion for this node is probably a High Sick Crossbones or... Oh, I could have brought Zemo, Oh, I could have brought Zemo. I feel like that would have been a good one. I'm trying to think who else. Maybe I was gonna say Kingpin until I realized you don't use Kingpin against Void. You're basically just gonna be committing the whole time. And if you know what I mean by committing, Cause goddamn, bro. I'm trying to think, what other skill champion? Maybe Black Cat? I feel like Black Cat would probably be good here. But yeah, those are like the ones that come to mind. But as y'all can see, I'm losing so much health and he hasn't even touched me. I'm just losing health via debuffs, bro. But yeah, knock him down to remove those 8 exhaustions. And also, I'm pretty sure most of you know, but if you didn't know, with Nick Fury, every time you knock down the champion, he will remove every single debuff on him. That's just lovely utility. I feel like that's very underrated utility from Nick. You feel me? But yeah, now he's about to be down. I just got to go for a couple more light bleeds. I believe... Nah, I was going to say I thought he would go down there, but protection prop back up. But yeah, just a couple more bleeds and then... After this, we'll move right into the next fight. But yeah, I lost like 40%. Damn near I lost half my health from this fight, which is kind of crazy, but it's fine. Oh, that also happened. That pissed me off, bro. That pissed me off. I forgot about that. Boy, let me see how long. Yeah, it was 1 minute 42 seconds. Damn near a 2-minute fight. All right. Now we got Onslaught versus Carolina Dean. Caro is simple. Make sure when you're make sure you don't push her SP2 first of all. Just bait SP1, and if you do somehow push her to SP2, make sure she's not in the sun. Because if she is in the sun and she throws that SP2, you're basically cooked. Because that shit is low-key hard to dex, I ain't gonna lie. Well, for me at least. But the goal here is simple. Pause the neuroshocks, SP1, SP2. and just bait SP1s. That's literally it. I did mess up one time in this fight though, as y'all will see here soon. But yeah, I believe I went for the SP1 right here and get more neuro shocks, and then the goal here is just simply get to that SP2. Fight's over. Onslaught is that simple to use, man. Okay, I believe I'm trying to bait another SP1 here. I am gonna lose some of my neuro shocks. Yeah, that's where I messed up. Look, why did they do so much damage? That did so much damage, bro. Oh my lord. It took like almost killed me. One SP1. Man, that's crazy. But yeah, after that, I believe I did go for the SP2. I didn't even care about the SP2, about her SP2, because she was basically dead here. If she threw the SP2 right there and she stayed in the sun, I would have been cooked. So that was a bit risky, but yeah, 59-second fight. Now we got Yelena versus Onslaught. So the goal here is just to bait SP1, and that's really it, honestly. We'll get the passive stun with the Conflictor too, which is nice. But Yelena's SP2, I can dex it, but I'm not as good as dexing. I still need to practice that shit. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, this fight right here, I believe is the end where she got to the SP2. But this fight didn't go too badly. She almost got to the SP2 right there. You feel me? But yeah, just continue to bait SP1. With Yelena, you can't really punish her special. I mean her SP1 for a heavy, because you always got to stay far, which kind of sucks because now I have literally no neuro shocks. But I believe I went for a heavy bait right here. Look at that heavy, by the way. 10K heavy. That's crazy, bro. But yeah, it's cool though. It's cool. I believe I went for another SP1 bait right here. Or did I? Oh, okay. I thought I went for a heavy bait, but nah. Oh wait, there's one way you can punish your heavy. Is if you're cornered. I mean, I'll punish your specials into a heavy. Is if you're cornered, you can go for also messed up there. You can go for a heavy because Yeah. So right here, I can basically punish her special one into a heavy just like that. And then now, literally, I'm just saving up to get to my SP2, which we will do right here. And then I believe I went for... Oh, I messed up again, man. Oh, yeah, I was cornered, and that was bad. Thankfully, Conflictor did not proc right here, so because she could have went red and already got hit on all my what's it called? On all my indestructible charges. So I would have been cooked if she went red right there. But thankfully, we did finish her off. But yeah, now we got Absman. This fight, it's just a regular absorbing man against Onslaught, basically. Like I said, this node buffs Onslaught because we will have the passive stun every single time. So the goal here is to simply just obviously throw the SP2 when he's not what's it called? When he's not having protection. Also did prop a 15% health boost. I didn't need to heal here just because I would argue this is the easiest fight in the whole on my whole path so far. You could debate maybe Bishop, but this fight is calm. Absorbing man, he's not a defender. Because this might be a hot take. I think he's a shit defender, honestly. I don't think Absorbing man is a defender at all. He's all attack, bro, because all you really got to do is just deactivate his form, and that's easy. All you got to do is just punish him with the heavy after he throws a special, and his specials are a joke. They're literally easy to dex. It can mess you up though, because sometimes those specials can come fast. But yeah, I threw the special 2 with only 10 degens. I should have went for another SP1 before throwing the what's it called, the special 2. But it's cool though. It's cool because I feel like if I did that, this fight could have probably went a bit faster. But as y'all see, this fight is literally him just throwing the SP1 and I punish him with the heavy. Obviously, I go for the SP1 here to get that good degen damage. And I believe one more SP1 and the fight is over. Honestly, I don't even think we're going to even need to get to a SP1 after this. But, oh yeah, he's basically melting. I should have went in for a heavy right there, but I think I just went for the SP1 anyway. And then, yeah, that finished him. Oh, I went for a heavy. Oh, either way, he got cooked. That was overkill. But yeah, that fight was only 1:20. Could have been faster, like I said. But now we got Spider-Man Supreme versus Lizard. Now, I haven't fought Spider-Man Supreme in ages, and I never fought him with Lizard, so this is a first-time interaction between these two. So this fight right here, so what I did learn about Spider-Man Supreme versus Lizard, you cannot punish Spider-Man Supreme heavy with Lizard's heavy. So basically, the only way you can do that is if you go to the corner right here, because he does a little jump back. Y'all see that jump back? Yeah, that's what he does. So that's the only way I could punish his heavy. I did forget about Mixmaster right there, so I had to lock in for a bit. So right now, I'm just going to go ahead and punish another heavy. Oh no, I dex his SP1. Also, Spider-Man Supreme, you can't push him to his SP2. His SP2, I would debatably say is easier to dex than his SP1. I ain't gonna lie. But his XP1 isn't too bad. It's just what sucks about him is you can't punish him after dexing his specials, really. But yeah, I also messed up there. I didn't realize my tracking wasn't up, so yeah, I could have got punished again. You know, just silly mistakes could have cost me here. But I believe I waited for a heavy here to get pauses on those 5 ruptures. So here I'm trying to bait a SP2. And this is calm, easy. And yeah, his SP2 is easy. And I can just, I went in for a heavy there, you know. I should have just kept on comboing instead of going for a heavy. But yeah, I believe I went in for a heavy. Oh, never mind. I didn't. I should have went in for a heavy there, to be fair. Oh yeah, here I just went in for the SP2 and then he just died. Even with 25 charges, Spider-Man Supreme isn't tanky at all. He has one of the lowest health pools in the game, actually. A minute 14. But yeah, this fight right here. Oh man, this fight went bad. Ah man, this fight went terrible. I ain't gonna lie. But we got Cassandra Nova, Hazard Shift, Poison Rupture. She's poison immune. I'm like, you know what? Let me just bring Lizard and just, you know, just heavy counter. Basically, we will be eating a lot of heavy damage. But this is kind of my fault because I did not know Cassandra Nova applies Neuroshock through the block on her basic attack. So I kind of messed up bringing Lizard here. I should have probably just let someone with like, I don't know, Bastion. Oh no, Bastion was banned here. Basically, a lot of tech champions that are poison, even Sentinel could have took this fight. So I probably should have just let someone else took it. But I was kind of confident in Lizard taking this fight just because she's poison immune and I can punish her heavies. But that is not how it went. But obviously with her, you just want to bet SP1s. Never, and I mean never in your life push Cassandra Nova to an SP2. But yeah, my heavy whiff there, bro. I don't know what that was, but... And then if I wasn't unstoppable right there, I would have just died. This fight just went badly, man. I ain't gonna lie. This fight right here was terrible. But yeah, obviously I'll go in for a heavy here. I should have went in for another SP1 right there. I don't know why I didn't. But yeah, I believe I'm trying to bait a SP1 and then going for the SP1. So I believe, oh, I went in for the SP2. See, that's another mistake I made. I went in for the SP2 way too early. Like I should have built up my charges more. So looking back at it, see, that's why you want to do VAR checks. You want to watch film. It's sometimes good to actually record your fights, even when you don't make content, because you can see your mistakes and then you can actually learn from it. What I should have did there, I should have went in for the heavy and SP1 and then SP2. Then I probably would have had the, she probably would have just died, honestly. But I messed up there. But it is what it is. I believe right here is when I noticed that she was hitting so hard on the block and she was applying Neuroshocks. So just look right here. Look at that. I'm like, oh shit, she can apply Neuroshocks to the block. I was cooked. I'm like, yeah, and then I went in and then I got light intercepted and then it was just bad. It was just bad. That I'm stuttering so bad because how embarrassing that was, bro. Cassandra Nova, bro, you bro, it's not even her, man. She's not a hard defender at all, you know. But that's just my fault. I went back in because obviously I'm confident, and obviously in our alliance you really want to ask for backup after like a death or two. But I'm like, man, I can finish this off. Honestly, she's down 30%, and you know I just got to be careful and not eat too much block damage. But honestly, I could have tanked a bit of block damage looking back at it anyway, because you know. But obviously the goal here is just to get to the SP2 now. Because she's at 20%. And honestly, I hope I didn't throw another SP1. Because honestly, she's basically dead here. But I think I might have threw another SP1. But yeah, she's hitting super hard through the block. Also, not healing up and going back in here was kind of risky. But I did end up taking her down. But yeah, she's hitting super hard through the block right now. So I believe I just went for the SP2 right here. Yeah, I did. I had 16 charges. And I'm like, you know what? Or now it's at 25 because she threw a special attack. So yeah, I definitely went in for SP2 right here. And then yeah, she's finished right here. I'm still mad that I got that I died right here, but that's a me problem, man. That fight could have went a bit better. But I'm like, you know what? We still got another Lizard fight, and we got Onslaught. This fight, by the way, this fight will show you how tanky this reptile is, bro. I played this fight so badly, but this reptile's tankiness is absolutely insane because he just refused to die, even though he did die to Cassandra Nova. But this fight specifically, oh excuse me, he just refused to die. But we don't have to worry about the falter because we will be having the tracking up at all times. Also, I dashed in here with the fighter fight. I wasn't paying attention to the fighter fight for real. I ain't gonna lie. So I believe I went in for an SP1 right here after our Dex, of course. So, but yeah, this fight could have went a bit better though. But I would say it did go better than the Cassandra Nova fight. Pause the ruptures right there. We got 5 on him. I really should have pushed him to SP2 here. I think I did. No, I didn't. I should have pushed him to SP2 just because so the burst could do a bit more damage. But yeah, we can just Dex right in. We're unstoppable. We got the unblockable. So I believe I went in for another SP1. Oh, I didn't. I got crushed. That's what happened. But yeah, look at Lizard's regen right now. It's absolutely insane. He's a tanky boy. But yeah, I believe I did just go in for the SP1 after completely missing my heavy. But yeah, I went for the heavy. SP2. This actually did a good amount of damage. That was actually decent. But Al got hit so many times already, and Lizard is at 76% health. Like I said, this fight literally shows Lizard's tankiness right now. Cause like, bro, if it was like any champion, I would have probably been at like maybe 30%. But I did eat an SP1 right there, and the Neuro Sharks are melting me. So yeah, now the tankiness is kind of fading. But like I said, I played this fight so badly. But the important thing is here, you cannot die again. You cannot go 2 death in 1 war just like that. So basically just get him down. I believe I probably went for the SP2 here. I think right now I'm managing the fighter fight. So yeah, that's what I was doing. And then I'm trying to bait a heavy here just to get a pause. Okay, I went in for another SP1. I figured. Now, after this, now we're trying to get to the SP2 because I wanted more charges. So right now we have 40. He's at 21% health. You know, I got a few more pauses up. You know, relic, and then into a heavy, of course. And then let's bet another SP1. And then now we're at 60. So right now, I mean, honestly, I don't even think I needed to go in for a SP2 here because he probably would have just died to basic attacks, but I don't think he did. So yeah, I had to go for the SP2. I didn't even care about the what's it called, me not having like the Dex before the special. But yeah, that was a damn near a 3-minute fight. But yeah, so now we got Kindred here. This was a last minute sign up, by the way. So I'm like, I have 3 champions that do damage overtime. Nick Fury, he has 2 lives. And with that being said, I'm gonna just put on recoils and just basic attack lights with Nick Fury until he dies. It's that simple. Because, you know, even if I mess up here, I have another life. So this fight was actually, I would debate, this was an easier fight out of all the fights. I take back what I said about absorbing, man. This was an easier fight. Y'all know me, man. If I see a Kindred on the map, I want to take him just because how much I hate him. I do not like Kindred at all. I hate everything about him. I hate his creator. I hate everything related to Kindred. But as y'all see, this fight is going smooth. You feel me? We're getting the pauses easily too. Because thankfully now I know how to punish Kindred's SP1, which is pretty cool. But yeah, right now we just want to get to the SP3 now because obviously we're going to be rooted here soon. So I believe we got rooted right here. And then thanks to Polka Dot, we got to the SP3. But like I said, even if I didn't, I always have a second life anyway. Even if the Degens killed me, we intercepted them right there. And yeah, that was war. Was this war number 7? Yeah, I believe it was war number 7. If I go back in game here, I believe there is. Let me see how much time is left. Actually, yeah, it's 5 minutes left. So I kind of did record a bit earlier, but it's cool because this war, unfortunately, wasn't close. It wasn't close, man. As y'all can see. Oh my God, we got cooked. Oh my Lord. Damn, bro. And we're not even finished. We still got 2 fights to go. Damn. It is what it is. It happens. I believe that. Oh, this was war number 7. So this moves us to 4-3, I believe. Unfortunately, we couldn't get that 5-2, man. But like I said, it is what it is. It happens. You know, shout out to YLDRY. They cooked us. But, you know, that war could have been better by me if I did a better Cassandra Nova and Onslaught fight. But apart from that, the war was, you feel me? It was kind of mediocre for me. I ain't gonna lie, but hey, man, it is what it is. Like I said, I like to post my L's and my W's. This is gonna be an honest channel. I'm not just gonna post my W's. If y'all like with the video when I used when I died 3 times in 1 war, I will post man, I'm telling you, I'm gonna post all my L's and all my W's. So, and then unfortunately, this was one of the L's. But hopefully, next video is a W, man. But I appreciate y'all watching, and yeah, y'all peace out.